God's advice today. Have you ever felt that God is trying to speak to you, yet in the busyness of life, His signs go unnoticed? This message invites you to pause, reflect, and open your heart. Perhaps this is exactly what you needed to hear today. Watch until the end with openness, and if these words touch you, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell to receive more messages like this. Don't forget to check the pinned comment for a 1-minute prayer and a recommended message to help strengthen your faith even more. God said, "My beloved child, listen to me with an open heart, for this moment is neither chance nor coincidence. It is a divinely prepared encounter, a call from my Spirit that surrounds you with gentleness and purpose. I know that at times, the weight of the days makes your heart waver, and you wonder if I still hear your prayers, if your cries dissolve into silence. But I tell you, not a single word of yours is lost, not a single sigh goes unnoticed. I gather your tears as seeds and from them cause new beginnings to bloom. Do you feel ready for a deep transformation in your life and in the lives of those you love? Sometimes, all we need is a small step of faith to open the doors of abundance, peace, and blessings that God has already reserved for us. A simple 1-minute prayer can be the beginning of a spiritual journey that transforms the inner world and reflects in the outer one. If you desire to attract more light, balance, and prosperity, both spiritual and material, click on the link pinned in the first comment. There you will find a simple practice, lovingly guided, that can help you connect more deeply with the divine presence in your life. When you feel tired, remember that I am in the unseen, moving what your eyes cannot yet perceive. What seems like delay today is merely the time I use to prepare you to receive the best. Trust, for your life is in my hands, and nothing escapes my control. I hear you when you speak, and I sustain you even when your silence speaks louder than any prayer. Remember what is written, ask, and it will be given to you, seek, and you will find, knock, and the door will be opened to you. Luke chapter 11 verse 9. I am the one who answers, even when the world seems silent. While you wait, I am shaping you, strengthening your faith, and teaching you to see with the eyes of the soul. Never doubt my love, for it is the anchor that keeps you firm even amid the fiercest storms. My child, you have walked along roads where weariness followed closely, and at times you believed I had withdrawn. But I have always been there, in your silences, in your tears. Every step of yours has been observed with love, every sigh heard with tenderness. When you thought you couldn't go on, it was I who held you up. Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Matthew chapter 11 verse 28. I am your refuge when everything collapses, your shelter when storms rise. Do not carry alone the weight that was never yours, for I have taken it upon myself. Let me care for your wounds, for no burden is too heavy for my love. I offer you rest, not the fleeting rest the world promises, but the true peace that flows from a quiet soul. Calm your heart, my child, and surrender to me what troubles you. My comfort never fails, my presence never withdraws, and my promise stands from generation to generation. You are not forgotten, you are being shaped with care. The time of harvest will come, and you will understand that every tear was a seed. Comment, I trust in God's love, He is my refuge. Child, when silence echoes inside you, it is there that my deepest work takes place. While you think nothing is changing, I am moving mountains on your behalf. The season of waiting is not punishment, it is fertile soil where your faith grows. Weeping may last through the night, but joy comes with the morning. Psalm 30 verse 5. I turn what seems like delay into learning, what feels like absence into revelation. Every tear of yours is a testimony before my throne, and from them I will bring forth joy. Your story is not stagnant, it is being aligned with my perfect will. Do not fear cloudy days, for even the clouds serve to water the field of your promises. When you feel lost, remember, I am the way. Your future is safe in my hands, and everything you cannot yet understand will be revealed in due time. Trust the process, for faith is the light that guides you through the darkness. Nothing is lost when you surrender control to me. What the enemy intended for destruction, I use as a step toward your victory. Wait in peace, for the dawn of your joy is already prepared. There are movements happening right now in the unseen. Even if your eyes do not perceive them, my spirit is working on your behalf. I am opening paths where there once were walls, and dismantling traps set against you. Every step you take, even the uncertain ones, is guided by my hand. Behold, I make all things new. Revelation chapter 21 verse 5. I remove people, close doors, and redirect paths, not as punishment, but out of love. Some blessings can only bloom once you step away from what hurt you. Do not mourn what is gone, for every farewell carries hidden deliverance. What seems like loss today is, in truth, liberation. Learn to see through the eyes of faith, for what I remove is small compared to what I prepare for you. I am the God who turns mourning into laughter and wounds into testimony. Each fall has made you stronger, and every no you received was a redirection toward my yes. Do not fear the new season approaching, for I will walk beside you every step of the way. You are not alone, you are being led into the fullness of my purpose. Comment, I trust that God turns losses into new beginnings. Did you know that there is an effective method to attract greater financial prosperity? This technique can help transform your deep-seated beliefs and change the way you perceive reality. It had a profound impact on my life, and we would like to invite you to explore this special practice. When we trust that God wants to act in our lives, we gain the courage to ask Him directly. God desires to bless each of us in a unique and wonderful way. That's why it's important to seek His blessings with faith and confidence, believing that He has a special plan for you. If you would like to support our work and the team dedicated to bringing content that inspires and transforms, we invite you to check out our product. The link is available in the first comment, so you can discover how this technique can also help you on your journey. Your contribution helps us continue sharing messages that make a difference. We deeply appreciate your trust and support. My child, none of your tears have been ignored. When the world grew silent and you thought you were alone, I was by your side, listening to what your silence was saying. Your prayers reached me even before they left your lips. I saw you on the nights when sleep fled and your heart was filled with uncertainty. For I know the thoughts that I think toward you, says the Lord, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you a future and a hope. Jeremiah chapter 29 verse 11. My plan never fails, even when it seems delayed to you. Every closed door was protection, and every pause was preparation. I was teaching you to trust in me even when you couldn't understand the path. Now is the time to recognize that my silence was care. I was shaping you to bear the weight of the blessings to come. Your future is bright because it rests in my hands. And when you look back, you will see that nothing was in vain, that every pain built the fortress of your faith. Comment, God's plan is perfect, even when I don't understand it. Beloved child, before you fall asleep, listen to the voice of my Spirit calling you to rest. This is the sign you asked for, the answer your heart sought amid tears. I saw you trying to be strong when everything inside you was collapsing. I saw your sleepless nights and the days when you smiled just to avoid worrying those you love. Those who sow in tears shall reap in joy. Psalm 20/5.000 126 verse 5. I collect every tear and transform them into a bountiful harvest. Waiting is never a waste, it is the time when I strengthen your roots. When the winds blow hard, you will not fall, because you were firmly planted in me. I restore you, renew you, and prepare you for a joy that will surpass all the pain of the past. Nothing has been forgotten. Every tear you've shed carries an eternal purpose. My child, I have set you apart from paths that seemed promising but would have drawn you away from my purpose. You called rejection what was actually protection. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Psalm 23 verse 1. I led you through lonely trails so that you would learn to recognize my voice among the noise of the world. The doors that closed were not failures but shields of deliverance. What hurt you was the tool I used to strengthen you. Every delay was an invisible defense against what you could not bear. Now you understand that the time of waiting was a time of preparation. The wounds you carry are not marks of defeat but signs of victory. I guide you, even when you do not understand, because I see what you cannot. My path is perfect, and my will is always the safest place to be. My child, none of your tears have been ignored. When the world grew silent and you thought you were alone, I was by your side, listening to what your silence was saying. Your prayers reached me even before they left your lips. I saw you on the nights when sleep fled and your heart was filled with uncertainty. For I know the thoughts that I think toward you, says the Lord, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you a future and a hope. Jeremiah chapter 29 verse 11. My plan never fails, even when it seems delayed to you. Every closed door was protection, and every pause was preparation. I was teaching you to trust in me even when you couldn't understand the path. Now is the time to recognize that my silence was care. I was shaping you to bear the weight of the blessings to come. Your future is bright because it rests in my hands. And when you look back, you will see that nothing was in vain, that every pain built the fortress of your faith. Comment: God's plan is perfect, even when I don't understand it. Beloved child, before you fall asleep, listen to the voice of my Spirit calling you to rest. This is the sign you asked for, the answer your heart sought amid tears. I saw you trying to be strong when everything inside you was collapsing. I saw your sleepless nights and the days when you smiled just to avoid worrying those you love. Those who sow in tears shall reap in joy. Psalm 126 verse 5. I collect every tear and transform them into a bountiful harvest. Waiting is never a waste, it is the time when I strengthen your roots. When the winds blow hard, you will not fall, because you were firmly planted in me. I restore you, renew you, and prepare you for a joy that will surpass all the pain of the past. Nothing has been forgotten. Every tear you've shed carries an eternal purpose. My child, I have set you apart from paths that seemed promising but would have drawn you away from my purpose. You called rejection what was actually protection. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Psalm 23 verse 1. I led you through lonely trails so that you would learn to recognize my voice among the noise of the world. The doors that closed were not failures but shields of deliverance. What hurt you was the tool I used to strengthen you. Every delay was an invisible defense against what you could not bear. Now you understand that the time of waiting was a time of preparation. The wounds you carry are not marks of defeat but signs of victory. I guide you, even when you do not understand, because I see what you cannot. My path is perfect, and my will is always the safest place to be. My child, cleanse your heart. Free yourself from bitterness, resentment, guilt, and fear. Do not carry the past as if it were a chain. Let me take it far away. What is behind you no longer defines you. The forgiveness you release will open the doors to the new season I have prepared for you. The enemy tried to lull your spirit to sleep, to make you believe that nothing would ever change, but today I awaken you with my voice. Feel my presence surrounding you now. It is the beginning of a deep transformation. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Psalm 23 verse 4. My beloved, do not cling to what wounded you. Healing begins when you allow me to touch your heart. I am erasing the weight of yesterday and planting peace where pain once lived. You are not broken beyond repair. You are being remade for greater things. Trust that every ending is the seed of a new beginning. Today, I call your soul to awaken from despair and rise with new strength. My grace renews what the world tried to destroy. This is your moment to begin again, not in your strength, but in mine. When you feel weak, remember, I am your strength. When the world seems to crumble, I will be your refuge. When you think of giving up, I will be the breath that rekindles the flame within you. I do not promise you a life without challenges, but I promise my constant presence in every battle. Life is a sacred school, and each trial is a lesson written by my hands. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Psalm 23 verse 1. The storms that frightened you were never meant to destroy you but to reveal who you are when you stand in faith. I was with you in every fall, not judging, but strengthening your spirit to rise again. Even in silence, I have been near, turning chaos into purpose. You are learning endurance, patience, and trust, virtues that carry eternal weight. When you thought you had lost everything, I was preparing something far greater. Keep walking, even when the road narrows, for each step brings you closer to the promise I made. Do not fear the future, my child, and do not dread the changes ahead. Every step I ask you to take is part of a larger plan. The road may be narrow, but it leads to fullness. Even when the winds blow against you, remember that no storm lasts forever. Soon the sun will shine again, and you will see that your faith was not in vain. Be still, and know that I am God. Psalm 46 verse 10. I am in control of what you cannot control. Do not rush the process, my timing is perfect. When I say, wait, it is not to punish you, but to protect what I am building inside you. I am strengthening your roots so that you will not be moved when blessings come. The trials of today are shaping the testimony of tomorrow. Lift your eyes from fear and fix them on me. I am already in your tomorrow, preparing peace where you expect struggle. Trust me, for nothing can delay what I have ordained. When sadness weighs upon your heart, my spirit will be your comfort. When confusion clouds your mind, my wisdom will show you the way. There is no distance between us. I am in every heartbeat, every breath, every small miracle around you. Do not be shy to speak with me. Tell me what worries you, what brings you joy, what causes you pain. I hear you, even when your words are only whispers. No prayer of yours is too small or too simple. The Lord is near to all who call on him. Psalm 145 verse 18. When you pray for those you love, I surround them with my protection. I care for them while you sleep, strengthen them when you pray, and visit them with my peace when you trust. You cannot be everywhere, but I can. Where your hands cannot reach, mine will. My dear child, trust and rest. Your story has not ended, it is merely turning to a new chapter. What once looked like ruin will become rebirth. What the enemy meant to destroy you with, I will turn into testimony. When you look back, you will see that even the desert had a purpose. I was with you every step, even when you stumbled. My love was the ground that held you when everything else failed. Do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. Isaiah chapter 41 verse 10. Now, breathe deeply and feel my peace wrapping around you. Tomorrow is not something to fear, but to hope for. Walk without haste, for what is yours is already prepared. The promises I made have not been forgotten, they are simply ripening in their appointed time. That time is near. Hold on a little longer, I am about to fulfill what I promised long ago. My son, keep these words in your heart. This message is not only comfort, it is direction. I am preparing you for a season of change, restoration, and abundant blessing. Everything the enemy tried to steal will be restored to you multiplied. Where there was pain, joy will overflow. Where there was loneliness, companionship will bloom. Where there was fear, courage will take root. Nothing is lost. I am with you, and with you, I will build something new. You were not created to live in defeat but in divine purpose. Rise and walk with confidence, for my hand is upon you. The best chapters of your life have not yet been written, and I am the author of them all. My child, I know every step you have taken, every time you stumbled, and every moment you thought my silence meant absence. But today I want you to know, I was never distant. In every fall, I sustained you, in every tear, I comforted you. When you believed that no one saw what you carried inside your heart, I was there, watching your effort to keep going, even when weary, even when wounded. I saw you fighting in silence, trying to understand why things were not happening as you hoped, and yet you chose to trust. My purpose for you was never interrupted by your doubts. What seems like delay is, in truth, the perfect time in which I prepare the ground for you to bloom. Sometimes I close doors not to punish you, but to protect you. The world may offer applause and empty promises, but only I can give you true peace, peace that stands firm when everything around you falls apart, peace that remains even when your heart trembles. There are moments when exhaustion settles so deeply that even breathing feels heavy. I know. I have seen how you try to disguise your pain with a smile, how you pretend to be fine when inside you are crying for help. But you don't have to hide from me, for I have never judged you by your weaknesses. It is precisely within them that I long to work the most. I know the weight you carry, the discouragement that tries to hold you captive, and the thoughts that torment you through the night. When you feel you have no strength left, do not resist. Let me be your support. I do not want you to keep fighting alone in battles I have already won for you. Allow my love to surround you and heal what time could not restore. Even your mistakes can become bridges that will lead you to your promise. There is no failure I cannot redeem, no wound my hand cannot heal. Every broken piece of your soul is an opportunity for my light to shine and show the world what I can do through the one who trusts in me. But for this to happen, my child, you must let me in, not only when you pray, but also into the corners where you hide your pain and insecurities. I want to dwell in the places that still ache within you, to illuminate the shadows that fear has created inside your heart. When the enemy whispers that you are alone, remember who walks beside you. I am your shelter, your defender, and your comfort. And when the voices of the past try to convince you that you are unworthy, answer them with the truth that comes from me. I do not look at your falls, I see your desire to rise again. I did not choose you for your perfection, but for the sincerity of your heart. And when you feel you can no longer go on, just breathe and feel my presence surrounding you. I am there, in the wind that caresses your face, in the calm that comes after the storm, in the small details the world calls coincidence but are signs of my constant love. Do not fear what is coming, for no challenge is greater than my power. Even when the waves rise and the horizon looks uncertain, my strength will remain steady within you. My spirit will be your shield, and my word your fortress. Everything you place in my hands transforms. Everything you entrust to me flourishes. You may not see it yet, but even chaos serves a purpose under my command. I work in silence in the areas you think are lost, and nothing escapes my control. My child, what seems like confusion today will be testimony tomorrow. What wounds you now will become the scar that proves your victory. Allow me to guide you. Do not close yourself off from the revelation I am about to bring. Tonight, as silence wraps around you, you will hear my voice. It will not be loud, but it will be steady. It will not be harsh, but clear. And when you hear it, you will know it was always me, the one who spoke to you in solitude, who called you gently when you wanted to give up, and who waited for the right moment for you to understand. This message was always meant for you. If you are here now, it is because I wanted you to be. None of this is coincidence. It is divine confirmation that I have seen every pain, every silent thought, every tear you hid from others. None of your suffering has gone unnoticed. Even when my silence confused you, I was working in the unseen, moving pieces, preparing encounters, opening paths, and shaping your heart for something far greater. I am your highest refuge, your sure fortress. I have covered you with my favor, and no one can remove it. I saw your faith when fear tried to overcome you. I saw your devotion when everything seemed to collapse. I saw your hope when others had already given up. My child, that moved my heart. And that is why I tell you, your story is about to change. Promises are about to bloom in the soil once watered with tears. The time of harvest is near, and everything you sowed in pain will be rewarded in abundance. Always remember this, your existence is a divine gift. You are not a mistake, nor a coincidence. Every breath you take carries eternal purpose. Your past does not define your future, for I transform everything I touch. Even when it feels like your world is falling apart, trust, because I am still in control. The cracks that appear in your foundation are not signs of destruction, but of rebuilding. You have trusted in me, and that has opened paths you cannot yet see. You are safe in my hands, and no force, no accusation, no darkness can pull you from them. Fear no longer has a claim over you. Faith is the new key that opens doors once locked. Believe in the power of my redeeming love, the love that gave itself for you so that you could be free. Do not carry guilt for what I have already forgiven. You have been restored, renewed, and chosen. Your heart will be made new, and what once was a wound will become your testimony. Stay attentive, for a new season begins now, a time when what you once prayed for through tears will become reality. It will not be luck or coincidence, it will be the fulfillment of my promise. My dear child, this message is my embrace upon your weary soul. It is not only comfort, it is direction. I am preparing within you and around you a time of restoration and abundance. Everything the enemy tried to steal will be returned to you multiplied. Where there was pain, joy will arise. Where there was loneliness, communion will be born. Where there was fear, courage will flourish. Nothing is lost, for I remain with you. Every person who crosses your path, every opportunity that appears, Every door that opens or closes will be part of the plan I have designed for you. Learn to recognize me in the details. If you are faithful with little, I will trust you with much. Care lovingly for what I have already placed in your hands, and the rest will come at the right time. You were not created for failure, but to reflect my glory. What is coming is greater than you ever imagined, and your name will be remembered not for your falls, but for the faith that kept the flame alive. Trust in me, my child, and rest. I guard you, I guide you, and I sustain you. The best part of your story is yet to come. With love, God. Hope this message has been an inspiration to you. If it touched your heart, write Amen in the comments and share it with someone who also needs to hear this word. I invite you to click on the first comment, where you will find a special prayer and a suggestion to strengthen your spiritual journey. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to receive more inspiring content like this. See you tomorrow.